Hey guys, going tonight? Yankees start a three-game series against the Rays, who are in first place. So big series for the Yankees right now. They're a game and a half back. If they get the sweep, they'll be in first by half a game. If they win the series, I mean that's just that much closer, and shows them that they're the dominant team. And yeah, important series right now. A good test for them. These Rays are fast. They hit well. They have good pitching. There's a reason why they're in first place. They have a very solid team right now. Very underrated team. And we already missed like the first batter. Sorry, I looked a little bit late, but getting to I'm just about to put the game on live. So it's a 1-2 count on Austin Meadows tonight. Even though there's two pitchers that are relatively unknown, I'm excited. I'm actually really excited to watch the next game. Not only because the Yankees and Rays, but also because of the fact that both games are both sides. The pitchers are 6-game winners, and that's pretty amazing by two guys who just were not seen as guys who have as much of an impact as these two have already have. So, I really like it. Going for the Rays is Tyler Glasnow, the former Pirate, acquired in the Chris Archer trade, as long as Austin Meadows and another guy. That was a huge trade because the Pirates, who really were kind of in contention, but not really. Oh, they made an error already. Who made the error? Maybe he reached an error. I think it was from Choi. It was a throwing error to third baseman, Yandy Diaz, and he banged into G-Man Choi, also a former Yankee, at first base. So he's right away. Have a runner first. Choi will stay in the game. And yeah, so Mayhew's already on. Putting in the first two guys now. Luke Voigt is up, who had a day off the other day. And there's a high fastball for a ball, 1-0. And here comes the 1-0. And ball way high, 2-0. So Tyler Glasnow, was seen for a while as just top Pirates prospect. I think he's 6'7". You can already see right now throwing 97 with ease. There's a good 97 mile per hour fastball, 2-1. Voigt swung through that. Not really great 2-0 pitch. Swinging at a fastball top of the zone about heat. Yeah, going right back to it. And never high fastball, this time for a ball, 3-1. That's the only thing he's kind of thrown to him that's a bat. But yeah, I mean, he really didn't put it together before. Swings misses that high fastball, now full count. Really just 5 fastballs. 2 of them have landed over, 3 have not. And the 2 that landed were swung through. And I just paused. So, good for broadcasting the early going, since I missed the first batter, and now it's paused, and now I have to exit out and go back into it. I can see on the other app that I'm using that he walked, so that's good. He's got first and second already, no man out against a good Rays team, so that's what you like to see. That's the start you like to see. Gary Sanchez up, who's been hot right now. He's 5 homers in the last 11 games. Something around that. And yeah, I mean, I don't know Glasnow stats per se, but I do know he has one of the stats I can see right now is 1.47 ERA so far, which is utterly ridiculous. I mean, like I said before, I mean this guy is not seen as anyone. I mean the Rays they're ready to ship him off. They're ready to ship him off because not only were Pirates ready to ship him off. Not only were they feeling like they're close to contention, which they really weren't because the Cardinals, the Reds, and the Brewers, and the Cubs were all going for it. But it was more. There's a strike and Sanchez reached safely somehow. That's what it says in the app. So I'll give you up any of that in a second. But they're ready to give him up because he hadn't really proven himself too much in the minors. and he wasn't doing that during the majors. So, but now he's one of the best pitchers in the AL, looking like an all-star right now. Sirius had just singled to left fielder Tommy Pham. Uh, everyone's got held up. Not everyone got held up, but everyone just advances one base. So bases loaded, no outs for Clint Frazier, the man formerly known as Red Thunder. For some reason, my iPad is just not connecting right now, which is really annoying because there's Wi-Fi out here. It says there's Wi-Fi. Right now, they've mounted this, so good. That's a good thing too. But yeah, the trade is kind of. I mean, I still think the Rays won it. I think the Rays definitely won because you got two young guys. Austin Meadows has been electric. I think especially before he got injured, was out for 10 days. Now he's back in the lineup, of course. He's been back in the lineup for a little bit. But he was off to a really, really hot start. I still think he's doing pretty well. Very solid outfitter. I think he's a switch hitter. Good power, good defensively, decent speed. Yeah, the Pirates gave him a lot too. I mean, he was always just to get Archer, who is always seen as someone who was thought of better than he actually did right now. I was like, all right, every year he posts an FIP like 3-5. By the way, it's a 1-1 count from Frazier. But I may just have to watch this on my phone, which sucks because smaller screen. But yeah, I think it's something to do. Oh, like I said, that's an error. That's great. But my phone is an error. It's very strange. I don't know why I'm not able to watch the game right now. All right, there we go. All right, so 3-1 on Frazier. So a Watt scores a run we love to see right now. Baseball 4, as they say. Swings and misses, and now it's a full count. Not sure which outfield spot he's playing tonight. I think definitely either left or right. I know when Duhar's DHing. I would say left field. Talkman playing right. And he swings and misses. 99 at top of the zone, and that's one away. So good comeback from Tyler Glasnow, getting out Frazier. And yeah, that fastball is insane because he throws like 97, 99. He's tall. It's good downhill action, and he's throwing at the top of the zone, and no one's been able to hit it so far. I mean, really, like he's hit it that well. When he's thrown on top, when he's located, there's a strike at 98 on the inside corner. There's a reason why he was valued so highly, why he's doing so well. He throws hard, and I haven't seen too much off speed from him, but when he locates, he just seems unhittable. And that ball gets by right behind the plate, and Mayhew will score. And luckily for the Rays, G-Man Choi backed up the throw. It was a wild pitch. The catcher, Ciufo, threw to Glasnow, threw it away from Glasnow, but Choi backed him up. So 1 run, not 2. And yeah, they got crossed up. He was looking for a curveball, was a fastball, almost nearly hit him in the helmet. And see, almost both hands come up. And yeah, better throw actually could have gotten Mayhew, who scored. But it didn't happen, which is good. See now, second and third, 1 out. And Yankees up 1-0. And infield is up for Gleyber Torres, so make him pay. 2-run single right here. And swings and misses a fastball outside. Now 1-2. I'm not sure. I think it's a wild pitch. I mean, he looks like it. I'm just going to go with that right now. I think it's a fastball. And that is going to be a 2-run single. And he punched it out past the first baseman to right field. Sanchez is slow, so it'll be a RBI single. The Yankees are doing very well off glass now right now. Not what I was expecting so far. Torres is starting to really heat up. As he has a hit in 13 of his last 14 games. And already Kevin Cash is out on the mound. And this should be interrelated for Tyler Glass now, which is interesting. It looks like he kind of hurt himself. He kind of took like a hard step and after he threw. Now he's throwing. He seems all right. Yeah, he's fine. He's going to stay in the game. So runners in the corners, and I believe Duhar is up, as he's usually after someone like Torres. Yep, Miguel and Duhar is up. I woke up, hung out with my boy for a little bit, Dallas, but now I'm watching the game. So, oh wait, and that's going to be a double play. 6-4-3, and 2 runs will be all the Yankees get. The wild pitch and the RBI single from Torres. But we go to the bottom of the first with a good 2-0 lead to start off the game. I'll put on music in a second. Actually, I may not play music this inning, but I'll get to it. Yeah, for some reason my iPad is just not working, so they choose some songs from there, but that's pretty annoying because, you love the bigger screen. Or I love the bigger screen in that case, but I don't really know who doesn't. I'm just going to turn it off and then turn it back on again. Maybe that will help. It's funny how, that's always the go-to method of just, fixing electronics. Turn off, turn back off, and yeah. Or when you do it, some works. Good amount of time this works. So here is the other 6-game winner. I like him better than Glass now since he's one of the Yankees' own. Now it's Domingo Germán, who has basically replaced Severino's, or taken Severino's spot. As Severino got injured, Germán was allowed to get in a rotation, and he's been amazing. I mean, more strikeouts, innings pitched, has 2.2 ERA, 6 wins, and looking very good. It's 3+ pitches in the fastball, the changeup, slider, and this should be fun to watch. Has a comfortable 2-0 lead, and should see a good matchup from the day. There's a fastball in the outside corner for strike 1 to Austin Meadows, batting lefty. And he laces a double down the line, and ricochets off the wall right to Frazier's playing right field. And Meadows will just stay at second. So he started off the game right. Frazier's playing in right field, not in left. So my bad about that. And yeah, that was just a pitch inside that he just hooked right near the line, and yeah, he got on board. You can already see why he's such a good player. Good hard lefty hitter. good hard hitting lefty hitter. Now they have something cooking, and they have Tommy Pham up, who was a former 2020 player. I think he may have even been a 2020 player last year or something close to it. And yeah, Pham is very good, and he can definitely drive in some runs. Slider misses high, 1-0. Sorry, just doing play-by-play right now. I'm still trying to figure out why my iPad is not working. Trying to just get that to get set up. There's a slider in the outside corner, 1-1. So let's see how tough Vermont is. He's a young pitcher, right? This is only his second season in the majors. Maybe his third, but second decent amount of time in the majors. He grounds to the third, and Urshela fires to first and 1 away. Check the runner at second before firing. Because Urshela's hitting so well, and they have the luxury of not having a DH, which is not an actual luxury, but it's kind of a good problem right now because they can put Duhar, struggles defensively at third base as the DH, and you put Urshela's doing hot, a very good defensive third baseman at third base, and now two solid players in the lineup, your defense just got a lot better. So 1 away, G-Man Choi, the former Yankee, batting third, which is kind of a weird spot for him. And fastball just missed high, 1-0. Choi will probably hit about 10 to 15 homers, maybe about 260 or so. Big lefty first baseman. I think he's I don't know his race is, where he comes from. What's his ethnicity? So I don't guess, but change up in the dirt now. Choi swings through 1-1. But do you remember him having a couple of homers for the Yankees, playing the Angels, playing the Brewers, and now he's on the Rays last year and once again this year. So I got still not working. Maybe I'll use a personal hotspot and get that checked out. Hopefully it'll work next swing. And he laces that into right field. That's a deep grab, but Frazier's there, gets momentum, and he fires to third. Meadows will be there quite easily, but Herman got the job done. Of course, you'll take an out there. So two men out and a runner on third for Yandy Diaz, the former Cleveland Indian. Has a lot of hype, a lot of good power. He actually even hit a broken bat homer earlier this year in AT&T Ballpark, the Giants' home stadium. It was really it's part of the Encarnacion, Jake Bowers, and himself as a trade, 3-team trade where Bowers swings and misses a good slider. That was nasty. That started outside of the zone, kept going outside it. Made Diaz look like a fool. Quickly 0-1. Actually very efficient so far, only at 9 pitches. So the Rays have put the ball in play so far. And fouled out of play, 0-2. So Warren pitching, Herman will do a nice job getting out of this jam. Runner on second to start off the inning. If your team should be able to get them in because of 2 productive outs, you can drive them in. You already got a runner in scoring position with no outs. But, when a pitcher can hold them off like that, it shows a testament to them. And, that slider just missed outside. It started outside corner and just went outside, and the home plate umpire just did not budge. So 1-2. That was an S-swing 0-2 pitch. Maybe even get the ball a bit more outside, make sure it's not close. If you get whacked in an 0-2 pitch, and that's not. And he balked. Wait, what? How? You're going to talk it over. He can't believe it. And they think the home plate umpire called time. You could see Boone's watching them like a hawk, wondering what happened. Yeah, someone called timeout, and he would go back to third. So Yeah, the hitter called time, and then they called him a balk. What? That makes no sense. He put it. Herman put up his hands. He's like, "What are you talking about?" I think the hitter called time, then Herman called time. But I think there's like a rule. The only rule where it can be undone in Major League Baseball where hitter steps out and the pitcher steps out, and that's the only time you can redo a play. I mean, I remember that in the umpires course. Let me ask my friend Dallas about that. Yo, Dallas. Dallas. Remember that play in the umpires course? The one play you can redo? Where the hitter steps out and then the pitcher steps out? Yeah, that's what they're talking about right now. But who hit the homer? Sorry, I had a boy. Yep, so I was right. I talked it over with my fellow, essentially certified umpire right there. We're both certified umpires here in Israel. Fastball low and outside, 2-2. So the runner goes back to third. Yeah, it's the only play that you can redo. I mean, hitter steps out, the pitcher steps out. Everyone's a bit confused. That's the only redo in baseball. There's no other redos. And swings and misses out a good slider, and Herman gets out of his jam. That's why he's been excellent for us. Not only does he pitch well in general, but he's also tough. He got out of a good, difficult jam right away. A difficult Rays lineup, and yeah, still 2-0 Yankees as we head to the top of the second. I hope to put on music at some point, but I'm still trying to figure out my iPad right now, so no music for now. The app just canceled out, so I don't know why, but the app being really annoying right now. All right, time to connect the hotspot. So if this works. Come on. You know you want to work for me. And it's just taking a while to connect for whatever reason, which is perfect. There's no reason why the hotspot should not be connecting. So here's Giovanni Urshela, who it's a hard hit ball to short, fires to first, and one away. The shortstop William Damas threw him out. So one pitch, one out, which is good for Tower Glass now. Maven's playing left field. Usually Maven plays right. So switched up him and Frazier tonight. And that fastball's high, 1-0. So who's playing center field? I guess maybe Tarkin playing center field tonight. That's interesting. Yeah, I guess he might be the best outfielder out of all of them. Frazier and Maven have been kind of suspect. I guess even Talkman's kind of. Yeah, I don't like the outfield defense tonight. That's kind of whack. And good 2-0 pitch. Fastball at the bottom of the zone. Now 2-1. Really haven't seen too much off speed so far. Just really all fastballs. And that fastball's low and away, 3-1. He's been pretty wild tonight. I don't know how many walks he has in the season, but I think he's known for being a bit wild. With a large frame like that, there's a lot of moving parts, and it is harder to throw strikes. And that went off, so full count. It's hard to throw strikes, but you also can throw harder when you're taller. This is itchy right now. And I get some paper towels after this happening. So here comes the payoff pitch. And ball just high. Good take by Maven. And he walks to first. He's pretty fast. Why not try to extend this 2-0 lead? Talkman isn't the greatest of hitters, so in the worst case scenario, pretty sure Talkman is playing center. As Gardner, I don't think he would bat ninth. No, he is batting ninth. Gardner's in the game. That's interesting. That's odd. I would ever Gardner bat like seventh or something, maybe not ninth, but okay. That fastball's high, 1-0. So 1-0 to Gardner. And you wonder if Maven would go. Yes, he is going. And triple on for a strike. And Maven a safe. And wasn't even close. Bad throw. Luckily, second baseman Brandon Lau, luckily for the Rays, he stopped that ball. Actually, kind of kicked a bit by accident, but kept the ball near him, so Maven didn't advance to third, but does get the stolen base. But yeah, worst case scenario there. Gardner gets a, Maven gets a, Gardner gets a, you have top of the lineup. Now you got man on second, one out. Gardner's a pretty tough hitter, and then you have top of the lineup, so never get a scoring opportunity for the Yankees. Fastball's high, 2-1. It's interesting. I mean, since this team has had to play more small ball, they've been doing a lot better for runners in scoring position. So hopefully it didn't change it. But Gardner's someone who doesn't give a bat away. You have Mayhew also in deck, and Void who always gets in runners. So I like that. And they caught a break right there. I think it was either a really good curveball or just a bad catch from a catcher, but he caught that really awkwardly and did not get the call. So it's obviously a strike, but because of the way he caught it a ball. So 3-1 to Brett Gardner. Swings and misses a high fastball, full count. I guess when he has that fastball top of the zone, he's unhittable. He really is unhittable. I mean, that's ridiculous. I think I've seen any hitters swing that fastball high, they have had no chance on. I think Gardner is the only one to make contact. I think that was a foul tip into the glove. And swings him as a high fastball, 2 away. Yep, like I said, no one's able to hit that high fastball right now from Glass now. Try why he's been so effective. Definitely one of the reasons. Especially of launch angle too, where they're just trying to get the bat head out and hit low pitching. Throwing high just really screws them up. Let's see what Mayhew right here. Also, very tough batter. Very tough to strike him out. And let's see what he does. Curveball misses high, 1-0. Curveball is not. That was a pretty awful curveball. That was definitely a hanger. A little bit too high to try to yank out of the park. So 1-0. Here comes the pitch. And that slider jam shot to right field, but right there is Meadows, and Yankees are retired. They strand one as we head to the bottom of the second. Yeah, sorry for the music. I'm just trying to still figure out my iPad. That's just not working right now. Let me get a tissue real quick. Who are you talking to? Hey, let me see what Ricky is. What's up, Ricky? What's up, Ricky? Good. What's up? No, Dallas always talks about it. Seem pretty chill.
That's what I always talk about. You seem pretty chill.
I think that's true. That's thank you very much.
It says it's like so much.
Oh yeah, I bet should get a Mets jersey at some point. All right, we're back. Better than ever. Maybe the iPad 6 will work itself out. Net swing, I feel good about that. 1-1 right now to a hitter. Let me see who's up. Definitely a hitter. Brennan now, who's seen as blossoming power and solid defender. Middle infield, plays second base. And swings and misses. Fastball inside, and he cannot not yet make contact with it, so 1 away. Back-to-back strikeouts for Herman from last inning and first out this inning. Now here's Avisail Garcia, who was released from the White Sox last year, and now is a Ray. And he has good power, decent speed, and yeah, good player. Here's a slider outside, 1-0. And never, that's a changeup, that's a slider of dirt, so 2-0. The averages are kicking in, folks. Quickly 3-0 to Avisail Garcia. So, should be able to get a strike right here. And we do. He was swinging 3-0. I mean, Herman's fastball, it's probably hit 97 or so at times, but tonight probably like 93 to 95. So, yeah, good pitch to hit there. Swings and misses a good changeup. That was nasty. It was in the zone and, started outside and was leaned back in the middle of the plate. Like low. But yeah, that was a really good changeup. Had Garcia way out in front. I think you throw him in everyone. And that's a slider, which is hit to Urshela, fires to first. High throw, but Boyd stays on the bag. So 2 away. So after the double, the first batter of the game, Herman settled in nicely, especially with the last batter too. I mean, started off 3-0, threw 2 good strikes, and then got him out. And that's a great testament. I mean, look, especially young pitchers, sometimes you can do very well with no runners on base and non-pressurized situation. Slider misses outside 1-0. To see him do well under pressure, see him do well when there's runners in scoring position, see him come back from a 3-0 count, that's a good testament. That shows longevity. That shows that he can buckle down, that he's a good pitcher, that he can handle himself at the major league level. And Kiermaier fouls one off, so 1-1. Here comes the next pitch. Fastball inside, 2-1. And I think Germán's here to stay. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens when Patterson and Severino come back in, what they'll do with Germán. Maybe someone else will get injured. Hopefully not, but definitely a possibility. But it'll be interesting to see. Swings and misses at a good changeup, 2-2. Next year I think he'll definitely get a rotation spot, as CC will be out of the rotation since he retired. And Kiermaier just gets a piece of that one, so still 2-2. And here's the payoff pitch. Fastball just inside. That's at 95, full count. Each exit inning, sometimes pitchers will put a little extra. And there's a tie for the hardest pitch thrown by Germán tonight. Here's a 3-2. This swings and misses a good slider. That was beautiful. That started low middle of the zone and just kept coming inside on the left-handed batter and struck him out. So Germán had a 1-2-3 inning, racked up a couple Ks. I think he's still up 2-0 as we head to the top of the third. Let's see if this iPad situation is any better. The iPad is still not working, which is really unfortunate. So I'm just trying to figure it out. Oh, there we go. Finally connects to my personal hotspot. Let's see what this scores now. Usually I play music, I'm just trying to figure this out. And Floyd pops that out into right field. We have room, and he makes a grab. And he makes a backhanded grab, ball going away from him. A nice play by Austin Meadows in right field, one away. Yeah, I'm just going to do play-by-play right now. Try to figure out why my iPad isn't working. I have a hunch right now because I haven't signed into my Apple ID. So let's check that out. So I'm just doing play-by-play right now. And slider missed inside, 1-0. And slider high, 2-1. Swings and misses a good hard fastball, 2-2. Here's a 2-2. Did he go? And yes, he did. He swung at that slider and missed. And Sanchez not too happy about that, but regardless, there is 2 away. Last noted for a bounce back 1-2-3 inning. And there's a slider at the top of the zone for a strike on 1. And he grounds out to third, and Diaz fires to first. And 1-2-3 inning for Glass now. As the Yankees do not score, go down 1-2-3. They head to the bottom of third. All right. Now let's see in the works. We're back in the game right now. There's a fastball outside, 2-0. Hold on. There's a strike, so now 2-1. And fastball way outside, 3-1. Let's see if we can fight back against William Damas. Even though he's batting the 8 hole, still a very good hitter. And he does not. Sliders low and walks him on 5 pitches. So first base runner since the first inning, retired 6 straight, and that streak comes to 2-9. Ooh, good changeup that nabbed the outside corner. Well, it started like middle outside and went on the corner. He just has nasty stuff. I mean, he's not the nastiest pitcher I've seen, but he has very nasty stuff, a lot of good movement, and 3 solid pitches that all do that. And tries to pick him off at first, but the runner Davis is safe. Davis can run a bit, so you might see Darius Sanchez's arm tested. But I saw this post earlier about how it's good that the Yankees have Sanchez as a catcher and not Romine. And CFO swings misses that once 0-2. Good high fastball from Vermont. High fastball is such an underrated pitch, by the way. I mean, you can throw like 95 up. That high fastball is just deadly. I mean, it's very hard to see on top of that good hard pitch. That's what Glasnow banks on. And Vermont steps off. What was I going to talk about? Yeah, I mean, it's just the Yankees have Sanchez in as catcher, not Romine. Well, might see Romine at some point in the series, but the Rays are a very fast team and can steal all over Romine. But Sanchez behind the plate, there's I can control the running game a bit better. And slider dirt swings and misses, and that's first out. So 4th strikeout for Vermont. My pen go. There it is. Here's Vermont. There's a slider at the bottom of the zone, 0-1. Yeah, so the trade the Pirates to the Rays was Archer for Meadows, Glasnow, and this guy named Shane Baz. I don't know too much about Baz, but Meadows and Glasnow are the but the other two are like key players in this Rays team, and they're doing very well so far. Glasnow and Meadows are probably all-stars at this point with the all-star voting ended today. I don't even think the all-star voting has even started yet. We'll start sometime soon. And good change on the outside corner, 0-2. And he has a slider, right, that dives into like the left-hander's back foot. They have a changeup that goes it tails to the right-hander's batter spots. So yeah, he has a pitch that goes inside on lefties, outside on lefties, and a good fastball too. And fastball nearly hit him in the face, and taken for a ball, of course. So 1-2. So 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And he blew like a bloop to left field, but is there. Makes the play. He got more of that than I thought. That was actually just like kind of a straight shot to Maven. He had to run a little bit for the ball. And now the number 2 batter is Tommy Pham. He actually has a very low stance. I mean, really cuts his height in, like by like a good 8 inches or something. And it's interesting because the other day, Jay Happ, the former Mariner, current Mariner, Jake Gore in the wrist, which is the second time he's hit him and thrown the pitch up and it sailed away. It's the first time he's like, you can't throw that pitch, don't throw it. it's a dangerous pitch and you got a family and all that stuff. This is in the 50s. I hear some guy swear him off. But, it's an interesting way to look at it. I mean, he does have a point. And a good slider that Pham swings and misses zone, too. I mean, yeah, it's true. If you can't throw a pitch, don't throw it. But at the same time, you want to throw in on hitters, and sometimes it just sails away. Sucks for the hitter who gets hit, but, you gotta throw inside, especially you don't for a ball. Once currently at 45 pitches, so his pitch count is very solid right now. Yeah, to have this inning under 50, I would love that. I'm sure the Yankees would too. But that's a Gordon feud. I mean, I do like Ken Sigley's comment. He said that ball was grounded to Torres, and he just gets the force, and the Rays are retired and after straining one. We still have 2-0 as we had the top of the fourth. And we'll talk about more about the Hap Gordon feud in the next inning. All right, I'll be right back. What are you making? Oh, yeah. That's good. So we are back. Later, Torres up. Takes a ball, 1-0. So I think give up my iPad for tonight. I'll just play music from it next time, or next half inning. There's a slider dunked in for a strike. I think 1 and 2. Torres is batting fifth tonight, and he's been raking as of late. He has 13 hits in the last 14 games. I'm sure that's a slider curveball, but it's definitely a breaking pitch. And here comes the 2-2. And breaking pitch high, full count. So it really seems like last now is a 2-pitch pitcher. I've not seen anything other than a fastball and a breaking pitch. No changeup. And it's like, whatever this is, slider or curveball. He just has one of them. And Torres and fouls that just up by Meadows gave it a long run until he noticed that it was in foul territory. So currently, Glasnow's at 52, which is pretty respectable. He swings and misses. I don't know what pitch that he was looking for, but it was a fastball low and outside, and it was nowhere in the strike zone the entire time, and Torres just swung through it. Not a good piece of hitting right there, one away. And that is the fourth strikeout for Glasnow. And here is Miguel Andujar, who is not really been hot so far. Takes a fastball low for a strike, 0-1. He's still hitting like a buck 43. And yeah, he needs to get a stride. And that was a good pitch he could have swung. It was a breaking pitch right down the hardwood plate, and he just fouled it off. Didn't really put a good swing in it. Now it's strictly 0-2. I mean, Miggy from last year, actually batting a buck 39. Would have put that in the seats. So you got to wonder how bad his living is. Holds off in that pitch, so 1-2. Good, good two-strike pitch by Glasnow through a slider and dirt. Exactly what you're supposed to do. I mean, if you're up 0-2, you can't be smacked on that pitch. You got to throw a pitch out of the zone. They swing, but got to put it something that hitters can't hit. Can't hit well, at least. Here comes the 1-2. Never sliding or dirt, but Andujar holds off on it. It's now 2-2. I think when Cone used to pitch in like the 80s and 90s, they would say, hey, if you give a pitcher an 0-2, we're going to fine you. So, incentive for pitchers to not throw like pitches in the zone with two strikes, which makes sense. I mean, you're the advantage there. You can't lose that advantage. He swings and misses at a good slider, and back-to-back strikeouts in the inning for Glasnow. Fifth strikeout of the night. So after that first inning, Glasnow has settled in nicely, only giving up one base runner since then. And this Yankees offense is not looking too good against him. Not really able to catch his fastball, and his, let's go with the slider. The slider's pretty good. So, yeah, that's doing that great right now. Slider or dirt, 1-0 to Urshela. He hit the ball pretty hard to shortstop last time, good one bouncer, but no luck for him. It's 2 homers and 11 RBIs in the season, so doing very well. Fastball low outside, 2-0. Let me set up the song for next inning.
This.
And that ball is lofted to center field, deep to center field, and Kiermaier catches that like 2 feet from the wall, and he needs to go down 1, 2, 3 as we head to the bottom fourth. Sorry, he's up 2-0.
I'll smile, I know what it takes to fool this down. I'll do it till the sun goes down. Lost with a night down. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'll tell you what you wanna hear. Keep my sunglasses on when I shed a tear. It's never the right time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I put my armor on so you are from my end. I put my armor on so you know I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a part of this one race. I'm invincible. And I win every single game. I'm so I don't know, take it down. I know I've heard that to let you feel so. The only way to make friendships go, but I'm too afraid now. I put my armor on so you are strong. I put my armor on so you there. I'm unstoppable. I'm a person with
So we're back. Here's G-Man Choi. Takes a slider for strike one. That was Vermont's 46th pitch of the night. And it's just very good. Again, under 17 pitches is above Major League average. Fouls off a slider now, quickly 0-2. And yeah, it's Choi's definitely not a bad hitter. I think he's a decent first baseman. Has definitely some pop, but I don't think he's an above average first baseman. I think he's kind of clutch at times, but that's it. Fastball's high, 1-2, and he's definitely a pull hitter too. As you can see, the infields drastically shift. And fastball outside, good 1-2 pitch, but Choi does not bite. Now 2-2. Here comes the pitch. And there's a slider low now, a full count. I think it's a full count. It says 2-2, but I thought he started at 45 pitches instead of. So let's see. And yep, that is a fast. It was 3-2. It's a good changeup outside for ball 4, and he walks. So second walk in night for Vermont, third base runner for the Rays, and Choi not the fastest guy. So no threat at the stolen base with him, unlike other guys in this Rays lineup like Meadows and Pham and Lau and Garcia and Danis and maybe even Diaz. I'd say probably Diaz not so much. He's kind of a big, burly guy. He's more of a power hitter than anything else. Has 7 homers in the season, which is pretty solid. There's a fastball right down the chute for a strike. 0-1. Yeah, Vermont can usually hit 97 or so, but like I said, he's more like 93 to 95 tonight. Don't know if he's starting to pitch under 93. So I'd say that's pretty much his range. And he lines that into right center field, but Frazier makes the catch. And Choi almost ran all the way to second, but Frazier makes the catch, and that's one away. It's actually more just towards right center, or more towards right field. Beside Gardner and Frazier converging, Frazier was the one who made that play pretty easily. So one away, bring him up at the plate, and he struck out his last at bat. Actually, he has 8 homers in the season, which is surprising. I didn't really take it for too much of a power hitter, but it could be a 20 to 25 homer guy, which is really good for a middle infielder. Here comes the pitch. Change up low, now 1-0. That's interesting because a couple of times that I've watched Vermont pitch, I've wrote him down his number on the back as 65, which was his number last year. Now it was 55, which was Sonny Gray's number. Swings and misses at a good slider. Now 1-1. So taking something that was a bit of a negative and just turning into a positive. Sonny Gray was not that great in a Yankees uniform. Yes, you can take more than that if you want. And I think he's split and messing up. So 1-2. So yeah, I'd be happy if any out here, but a strikeout or double play would be ideal. Strikes him out, it will be Herman's 5th strikeout, which would be pretty solid. He got more strikeouts than he's pitched this season so far, which is very impressive. And he fouls that one off, so count remains 1-2. Now I'm hoping that Herman can go 6 or 7 strong. A very good outing. Yankees will certainly take that. And our pitching is not that bad this year. Starts keeping them in games. Swings and missed a good changeup, and wait, 7 strikeouts. No, that was his 5th strikeout. Oh, I think for Lau, that's what they're saying. 7 strikeouts in a row. So, he's batting over 300. Be a tad under that now. He has 8 homers. He's not doing well as of late. But that's good for the Yankees as he has 2 punch-outs tonight. Now here is Avisael Garcia, who grounded to Urshela last time up the plate. He's a former White Sox and a former Tiger. There's a changeup on the outside corner, 0-1. I don't think his changeup's too much slower than a fastball. I think it's like, I don't know if it was a changeup, that was 90. Maybe it was a fastball. It was the slowest fastball in life then. And he laces that to right field. That's going to get short of third. And Garcia will stop at first. So runners in the corners. And Rays are looking to drive in some runs this inning. And in good position to do so. They didn't get all of it, but, Frazier's playing relatively back for Garcia as he has good power. And displaced it pretty well and helped get the runner to third, even though Choi's not the fastest of runners. Here's Kevin Kiermaier, the senior Ray on this team. Been there for a while, won a couple of gold gloves, including a platinum glove, which is the best fielder in each league. And he has the most defensive runs saved since 2015 in baseball, 108. So premier center fielder, can run a bit and can hit a bit too. There's a change on the shoot, 0-1. I mean, Kiermaier would be like a 235 hitter with like 10 to 15 homers and like 10 to 15 stolen bases or so. So he's a solid player. Has some decent power and speed combo. And paired with a really good defense, makes him a solid player. Fastball's high now, 1-1. I think 1 year he was as high as like a 5-4 player, which is considered elite. 2-WAR players like a starter, 5-WAR players considered elite. So, capable of having some good seasons. And grounds that one foul, 1-2. So one more pitch, and Herman can get out of this decent jam in the Rays. It's funny, I can tell a couple of things that I need working on the broadcasting. Like, sometimes I speak too fast, sometimes a bit repetitive, sometimes I say and stuff. And he lines that right to center field, right to Gardner, and he makes the catch, and the Rays do not score. They strand 2. We get still up 2-0 as we head to the top of the 5th. Let me play some music for you guys.
civilization. And if you want these kind of dreams, it's Californication. It's the edge of the world in all of Western civilization. The sun may rise in the east, at least it's settled in a final location. It's understood that Hollywood sells Californication. Hey, outside the narrow and break the smell of aging. Celebrity skin is this your gender, is that war you're waging? Firstborn unicorn, hardcore softcore. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication.
Yeah, makes sense. The Hilly's the everyday. Yeah. So we got a 2-1 count on Cameron Maven as his top of the fifth. Slider and Dirt now 3-1. The last 8 Yankees have been retired, and so if he gets out, Maven will be a full retire. The last he'll retire the entire order. It was the last time he reached in a walk, and he laces that to left field, and that's going to be a double. It bounces off the wall on one bounce, and yeah, he has himself a double. Actually, even takes a good turn to third, but will stay at second. So good start for the Yankees this inning. Like I said, I mean, same thing with last night. 1 or 2 runs is going to be enough. So they need some insurance runs. Yeah, they can start doing that right now. Yeah, again, Gardner's a good hitter. Mayhew's a good hitter. Both of them are tough outs. And then you have Voit, who is very good at runners and scoring position. So good chance right now to Yankees to add some runs on the board. Here comes the pitch. Fastball way high, 1-0. I think Gardner's only batting 203 in the season, so there's a strike on the outer third of the plate, 1-1. So, you know, in a healthy lineup, Gardner would not be playing. I think Frazier would be playing over him, and Stanton would still be DHing. Or maybe we would have a Duhart DHing, Stanton playing left, and Gio Urshela at third base. And that ball's fouled off, so 1-2 on Gardy right now. This will be last now 70th pitch. And Kansas threw a flat ground today, so he's making good progress on his way back to getting in the Yankees bullpen. And man, the Yankees miss his presence. I mean, you know, they have some good relievers, don't get me wrong. Swings and misses at a good slider. And second time, Glasnow struck out Gardner, as that is his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th strikeout of the night. So what can we turn over to the top of the order with Mayhew? It was a very tough out, and hopefully he'll come in clutch right here. I was saying about the Yankees bullpen. They have Chapman, they have Britton, They have Ottavino, they have Canely, and they have Cess. That's very good. Those guys, very, very respectable. Take that any day. Then they have Joseph Harvey, who's not doing that great. They have Jake Barrett. And, yeah, that's not really the last two guys are not really that great. There's definitely like C relievers, not even really. Kind of even bullpen pitchers who shouldn't even be on the major league roster. Fastball high, 1-0 to LeMahieu. So, yeah, the chances, it helps out just a little bit more. They have Green maybe figure himself out in AAA. I haven't heard about him in a little bit. Hopefully he's not this year's Canely. LeMahieu swings and misses that one, so 1-1. Canely last year, who for a couple of years was very dominant, one of the most underrated relievers in the game, and one of the hardest throwing relievers in the game, and also paired with a very good ship. Very good for the White Sox. Comes over to the Yankees in the David Robertson trade and Clint Frazier trade. Got a lot out of that trade. And pitches well for like a year and a half, and then last year he kind of sucked it up. And Mayhew fouls the one off, 1-2. Very hard hit ball. So 1-2. What was I going to say? All right, we'll just go to something else. Here it says, sorry. Get 1 hour sleep. It's tough sometimes. And fouls went off, still 1-2. So Aaron Hicks will come back into this Yankees lineup on Monday. He's expected to be back then against the Orioles. So that's awesome. You know, Yankees can get rid of or send down someone like Mike Tauchman, who hasn't been doing that well for the Yankees. Probably let's keep Cameron Maybin up rather than Tauchman. Tauchman has a bit more power, but Maybin's more consistent, has a better speed, and established major leaguer. When he was swinging, miss a good slider. Complete that out at first, and there's 2 away. So Yankees cannot pull a Ray this game and not score a runner on second. Again, this is a good Rays offense who hasn't really woken up yet. He showed some life last inning. This Yankee offense should be pumped up that their pitcher got out a big jam, unscathed, and they should provide him with some runs. So, nobody better than Luke Voigt right now, who is Yankees' best RBI contributor. And let's see if we can do a job. Hits the slider for strike 1, 0-1. I wonder when a pitcher throws hard and you're like a decent breaking ball hitter, I wonder if someone could just sit breaking ball and just wait for that pitch the entire at bat and just hit a hanger. And fastball high. Nearly clipped Voigt, but he got out of the way in time. 1-1. It almost hit him in the elbow. Has no elbow guards, so that would have hurt like heck. This will be the last now. 70th pitch. Here it comes. And good slider. Voigt pulled his head out, and he last one really dropped the hammer there. Started middle of the plate and then ended up in the lower part of the zone. So 1 pitch away from getting out of this jam. And yeah, he would have loved to see that right now. And he swings and misses. And 3 Ks for last now this inning. Yankees straining a runner. That's pretty unfortunate. It could come to bite them in the butt. He's still up 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. So we are back. Making my way into my little cell. Perfect timing. And fastball high for a ball. 1-0 to Adamus. And yeah, I mean, it didn't really seem to turn out like a good pitching matchup because of those 2 quick runs in the first inning. But yeah, it's been pretty solid. Both pitchers doing well. Walks, 4 strikeouts innings pitched. Both pitching very well. Good pitch count. And now 2-0 on Adamus. Here comes the next pitch. And he laces that into left field, and maybe we'll not get there, and it'll be a double off the wall in 1 bounce. And Razor's starting to get hot at the right time. And after Ciufo, they'll be at the top of the order, which is incredibly deadweight. There's the reason why Razor one of the best first inning scoring teams. So, yeah, Herman's starting to struggle a little bit. You wonder if Yankees would warm up someone just in case. The Yankees are 6-9 in 2-run games and 1-9 in 1-run games. I'm not sure that's the Razor or the Yankees. I think the Yankees have won a couple 1-run games. Yeah, that's the Rays. Okay, good. I was going to say it's pretty surprising by the Yankees, and wouldn't seem like it was the case. So Ciufo obviously throws righty, as you know, the only positions not to have a righty, and right at void, and oof, whew, that was crazy. So what happened was a line drive to void. He caught it on the fly, so 1 out. Throws it to second, kind of like at a 1/4 angle throw. No, sorry, like 2/4 angle throw. A good throw actually would have maybe gotten Willie Adamus. He throws into the outfield, but luckily cameraman had backed it up. Nearly hit Adamus 2 in the arm. And yeah, a bit of a lot of ball gone, as they say here. But still got the out. Runner still at second, so no harm, no foul. So still 1 out, runner at second. Oh, they're wondering, who are they checking out? They checking something? It's like the umpire was raising his hand for something. Here is Austin Meadows, who doubled in the first inning, to lead off the game for the Rays. And yeah, dangerous guys right now in the order. Did he go? No, he did not. Did not swing the change up. 1-0. Any time for the Rays to score now. So they had Meadows, Pham, and Choi, and Diaz, then Lowe, and yeah, let's say they have a solid 8 guys. You can see why this offense is good. I mean, most people probably wouldn't know too many guys in this Rays offense, but can each contribute pretty well, especially Meadows and Pham. They're definitely the best of the pack here. I actually went to when I went to PNC Park, Pirates Park last year in August. I saw Meadows. Very good. That's a high fly ball to right field. That's trouble, and that's gone, and the game is tied. And just like that, Yankees not scoring those insurance runs bites them in the butt like I predicted. Good Rays offense finally caught up to Herman. Yeah, we'll take that off the bat. That was a hanger. It was right down the plate. Meadows just got the injured list, and he's still going hot right now. Has a second extra base hit of the game, second hit of the game. And just like that, this game's tied. And you can see the last couple innings, the Rays were starting to figure out Herman. Last inning got set first and third. This inning they started off with a double. So at least the bases are empty now, but not the way you want the bases to be empty. And Sanchez framed that really poorly, so he didn't get the strike there, so it's 1-1 on Pham. So all right, homers out of the way. Not losing. Just let's get through the middle of the order, throw never good inning, then that's your night. And high changeup, that's a dangerous pitch. It's a changeup top of the zone that Pham could have crushed. Luckily laid off, and the Yankees got a strike off of that. So 1-2. He grounds it to Urshela, fires it to first, and 2 away. And I think Voit kind of caught that awkwardly. It wasn't the best throw. And I think he almost had to tag speedy Pham. So luckily he got the out. 2 away now. Pham actually, who was from the Cardinals system, forget what the trade was for Pham, but slider in for strike 1 to Choi. But he was seen as a decent prospect, but his eyesight was always not that great. He got laser eye surgery, and there was another high towering blast, this time to dead center, and it is gone. Hits off the back of the wall, and just like that, Yankees got a 2-0 lead to begin this inning, are now down 3-2. Herman, who was doing all game, now is starting to let these runs up. A lot of people with Choi, Choice, again, he can hit some home runs, but still, he really just crushed that. That's like a 430-footer at least out there. Again, you can't. Tiggy's offense is not that great. You got a good pitcher on the mound for the Rays. You can't give up shots like that. You gotta take any opportunity you can. So the fact that they did not score runners in scoring position twice for runner on second is testament why they're not at least tied in this game right now. Or not up in this game right now. And also, what is a little annoying is that you see that Herman is struggling. Leadoff double, I would get someone warmed up. Maybe, just as a guy to help him out. I know he's not at that many pitches, but, just to help him out. Yankees relievers have been a little bit taxed. They had a 10-1 game, and they have 4 innings to work the other day. So they need Herman to go at 6, and he's still looking like that. This will be pitch number 81 right here. Still throwing a good start. He just got lit up this inning. Slider in dirt, 2-1. Yanni Diaz up. He has struck out and lined out to Frazier last inning. And here comes 2-1. Good changeup at the bottom part of the zone, 2-2. So one more pitch and we'll finally get out of this long inning. Not a productive inning for the Yankees or Herman. Yanni Diaz more of a DH. Now they have their reliever and he races that to right field and just foul. That landed probably would have been a double, maybe even a triple. But luckily he goes foul. So still 2-2. And the Yankees will allow Harmon to go another inning if all goes well. But as for the reliever warming up right now, which is Jonathan Holder, I mean, you know, if you have a runner on second and you know this game is close, the offense is not that great right now, you gotta have some guy warming up. And if they did, maybe the third run would have happened. Grabs to short, fires to first, and that's the inning. Not before the Rays score 3 runs, thanks to a 2-run homer from Austin Meadows and a solo shot by Choi, and Rays are up 3-2. Let me play some music then for you guys.
I won't lie to you. I know he's just not right for me. With me instead, I know I can treat you better.
Sorry for that short delay. You exited that for a second. I was scared that the broadcast would end. But it's back on. And we're still in break, so enjoy the music.
I just wanna give you the loving that you're missing, baby, just to wake up with you. Will be everything I need, and this could be so different. Tell me what you want to do. 'Cause I know I can treat you better than he can, and any girl like you deserves a gentleman. Tell me why I'll be wasting time on all your wasted time when you should be with me instead. I know I can treat
And
you.
there's a strike on the outer third. 0-1 to Sanchez. Hey, come on, 3, 4, 5. Let's put a run on the board. Let's get that run back. Tie up this game. At least. That's at least we have to do this. There's a strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Anyone can do it. It's Gary Sanchez. It's Gary Sanchez and Frazier, Torres, and hopefully Andujar can start to lifen up a little bit, shape up a little bit. And Sanchez fouls off a breaking ball, still 0-2. So if the Yankees do their part, this could be last inning. It's at 82 pitches right now, and they got pushing to like 95 or so. Could be out of the game. And high pop up.